Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Heed Army podcast. Of course, before we go any further, thank you to our sponsors here. I've mastered it now. It's only took 4 years. Northern Print Solutions and our partners at Patrick. And of course, hit the subscribe button. And before we go any further on that as well, please do vote for us. The voting has closed on the Football Content Awards. Thank you very much for doing so. There is a link, though, for the Non-League Bible best non-league podcast, so if you could vote for us there in that. Remember, you can refresh and vote again. Please do it at least 10 times. That would be very much appreciated. Right, lads, I'll bring you in quickly. FA Cup magic wasn't fully with us on Saturday. It was a typical FA Cup game, wasn't it, where it's a big leveler. It doesn't matter where the teams are from. Sometimes you can have a game like that. Also, as well, the new manager. We thought it might have been announced by now. We're hoping.
Can we have one, please? Can we just have a manager?
Yeah, I think he's on the plane from Brazil via Canada, America.
Has he been posted second class? Has he been posted second class? Because it's taken a while.
I think they're going to fly into Medhamsley Road concert as well, by the sounds of it. So, but no.
Hey, by the way, I'm getting sick of seeing you buggers. I see you every other day now.
The feeling's quite mutual, to be honest.
Mickey broke his phone, so he thought he wouldn't have to do it. We've got loads of
don't talk about that. Oh God!
We'll technology and Mickey.
When we need
it was. I'll tell you what. It was lovely to speak to someone today.
It was till you rang us. So 1 second. We've got obviously we've got the FA Cup replay, which is tomorrow night against Hednesford at home. I believe it's reduced rate on the gate as well for this game. Obviously, it's a short turnaround for that one from Saturday's game, and any other business, of course. And also, before we go any further, we'll put this up a couple of times tonight. The foundation, they're having something on Wednesday. It is a canny cuppa and cakes special. So Wednesday, 16th of October, down at the lounge at the Bensham Grove Community Centre. Get yourself down for cake and tea. Ooh. Meet your local community police officers. Oh, there we go. Get down there, Mickey.
I might actually.
Yeah. I said, get down. I think I might as well. More lasses at a knitting group at that time, so maybe I'll pop doing myself. So we'll put that up a few times. Right.
Can you get a manager while you're there as well?
I'll see if I can.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, it's hey, what can you do? Messages are absolutely flying in. Lots of people joined us. We'll go through them very, very shortly. But
by the way, do we do this podcast tonight hoping that we'd have a manager?
Yes. I thought that that's why we've said
we've done the podcast for about 10 days hoping we're gonna have a manager, man.
We're losing subscribers, man. We're losing subscribers. Ken Webster's put hello. Home game if we win, of course. That was the other bit of news. The FA Cup draw for the first round proper. We were in the hat with obviously having the replay.
Happy with that.
We're at home against either Gainsborough Trinity or Boston United. Should we beat Hednesford tomorrow? Yes. Darcy's put hola. I didn't know she was buying.
Hola, Darcy. ¿Cómo está?
And this one here, Neil Pinkerton was on Radio Newcastle this evening. A statement imminent in weeks, which we kind of read before we came on air and thought that doesn't make sense. We're guessing days. Is it on that one, Stephanie? We've got evening lads, Mason, evening, Ben. Yeah, lots of people dropping in and saying hello.
Good evening, gentlemen. Evening,
hoping Liv is feeling better as well. Boys, we watched the game on Saturday. It was a rare treat to be on the BBC, red button. The game started and it dragged.
It started and finished, yeah.
It was one of them.
I'm being harsh on the lads, to be fair.
No, we're not being harsh. I mean, look, there was a good crowd down there, tight ground. The home team very much up for it. And remember, it's like us. If we pulled out Manchester United, we'd be really pushing, going for it. And they took the chance when they got it. And it was a great finish. Debatable whether it was offside or not. I think there's another picture come out that shows Tyrell Newton possibly playing him on. But I thought it was a much improved performance from the Tuesday night one. I thought we showed more in midfield, passed the ball better. I thought we had more about us. Just that final third, yet again, was just a little bit too hard for us to break down.
Go on, Steely.
Oh, is that silence ominous from you? Is that what you go? Yeah, Dave, you summed it up nicely, didn't you? They were up for it. It was their big day. To be fair, at times, especially the first half, they looked as good as us. I couldn't really tell which one was the National League side. But as Mickey said before, came on there, their goal was a bit fluky. That was a shot and it was going to hit the corner flag, but
credit the lad who touched it and got it under control. Lovely touch,
beautiful goal. But then, Davey, just like on Saturday, we were worried for that last 30 minutes. So you could almost see them scoring again, and they came in a whiskers close when that deflection hit the bar.
Classic FA Cup game, isn't it? They get the wind in the sails. They've got the fans there behind them, and also as well, what an awful ground for camera position in the second half when the sun started to go down. It was the absolute polar opposite, but the same of watching Solihull away, wasn't it?
Right.
We had the sun instead of the misted up camera. But yeah,
from a neutral point of view, it was a great game because Gateshead, we were obviously the better footballing team. Commentator made an interesting observation first half when he says we're trying to walk the ball into the net, and I sort of found it was one aspect of Gateshead I found frustrating is that a final third would just miss that like killer instinct, like as a striker who will just a predatory striker.
And also as well, I mean, we've got to say our strikers are very young and relatively inexperienced as well. They're learning on the job, and they're doing well. They've scored goals, but obviously we'd always like more goals. And it doesn't matter if you've got a 100-goal striker, like it was scoring 101, wouldn't you? So we're very greedy as football fans. We've got here apparently Elsa is looking forward to getting back into management according to his article in the non-league paper. So there's another name thrown in. We haven't had that one thrown in. We've got Trina's put evening all. We've got hello gents, disappointing result against Hednesford, but still in the hat and need to get the job done on Tuesday. Not a bad draw, we'll take it. The wonderful Darcy said she's voted for us 11 times. Well, I'd like 12.
Cheers, Darcy.
It's not good enough. 12. Watch the manager announced before the game tomorrow. I said that to you, didn't I? Before there, I thought that would be a good way of cleaning up the crowd and making an atmosphere if you announced the manager before the game.
True. Yeah, Mickey, what was your thoughts on the game?
You want to do it in the afternoon, more so in the afternoon.
Yeah,
before the game.
Get some support in. Mickey, what was your take on Saturday?
Well, I agree with what the shot. I think they got lucky, but the lad took a good touch and slotted away well. I thought we scored a good goal. I thought Josh Owen won it at the end. Never mind the guy who hit the bar. When he fizzed one, and Owen said he should have scored with that, but I'm not going to call him out with a cause for that. But I was really disappointed again, lads. I'm sorry, but yeah, it was an upgrade on what happened at Tamworth, but
we had this.
It needs to be better than that. We need a manager in ASAP. We need that manager in.
Just in regards to Stephanie's post earlier on, it was about the tenureship if we get in the EFL, so that's in
right.
Was it days or weeks on that one?
That was weeks.
Weeks on.
Mickey, it's obvious, isn't it, Mickey? I mean, Tamworth and then on. Well, even the previous Saturday, although we won at 1-0, it was very obvious we need a manager. just to get back on, back on track. Basically, you can see the players have almost had a bit of a dip as a result.
Yeah, you can see it. And
you mentioned
Senny's form over the last few games has really troubled me. Last 3 games, Owen hasn't looked himself. I think the world at Owen Senny, it's just, strikers have ups and downs, and he's a young kid as well. We've got to kind of forget he's a young kid. I thought he would have scored that on Saturday, and I was swearing at the telly as I usually do.
That's not like you.
TV. That's
not. You don't swear, Mickey.
My goodness.
Oh.
Well, I'm not going to lie, but it's on RD.
I feel like I'm the Duke of Cambridge. I've never heard such language.
I know.
the Newcastle Chronicle was reporting over the weekend. We've identified our first choice manager and a little puzzled face there. We've got more than welcome on Wednesday, lads. That's for the obviously the canny. I'll get the words. I'll put the poster back up so I'll get it right for the
cuppa and a piece of cake.
Cuppa and cake. Oof, tell you what, like if there's any brownies on the go, I'll be down there.
Brownies.
No. I think we should both go anyway, Dave. We should represent the podcast.
Definitely go down. And we've got other messages coming here. National League Classic coverage, if you ask me. Hello, lads. I don't know what that's about. I think I've shoved past too many managers here. Neil Pinkerton said that the manager situation is imminent, so he couldn't have done it for the podcast, could he? What a swine.
We'll get him on. How Neil? Get on, Neil. Well, tell us what's going on.
Get him on. Give them momentum, the goal, of course.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look here. Trina, she's put, I thought the game was okay. Hednesford just made the most of their opportunities they were given and should have definitely won. I don't know, definitely won. I think that obviously they capitalised on their chance better and created. Yeah, we did have more possession, but I suppose it's not one on possession, is it? It's one on goals, of course. Has the FA Cup draw been on? It has, and unless you've been living under a rock, this is what the draw is. We are if we are fortunate enough or earn the right to get through to the first round proper at home to Gainsborough Trinity or Boston United, commencing the first weekend of November. So yes, so if you have missed that, that is the FA Cup draw. And we've got, I've heard the board are close to appointing someone called Vicky Maris as manager.
Vicky Maris.
Vicky Maris. Hey, I'd vote for him. Like, get him in.
Yeah,
I just like the idea of me just being fed biscuits.
Yeah, well, we'll get the cake in there, and all I'll be your assistant. Get the brownies in.
13
Darcy. Oh, your son girl.
Yeah,
look at that. I knew I always liked you. We've got Crown Fist. Then we've got yes, we're at home to Boston United and Gainsborough. If we win, of course we are. We've got
it's a good draw to 4 minutes.
People are just trying to wind Mickey up tonight. They've got Tommy Woodrington paraded as new manager at halftime tomorrow night.
Don't ever doubt me.
I don't.
What a knobhead.
Yeah, apparently that's what he shouted, didn't he, after they won?
After he beat Bath in the FA Cup. Don't ever doubt me, pointing at himself. Arrogant twat.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Mickey, are you going to look forward to November the 16th by any chance when we play them at home?
I hope it's pissing down.
On that note, follow our social. Go. Apparently, Neil was interviewed on Total Sport earlier. That must have been tonight. I was having a daughter at the basketball practice, so I didn't get to listen to that. Oh, yes, he's got a potty mouth. So it's all coming out, Mickey. It's let's say a reason we're not putting up highlights of the game from the weekend, of course, just copyright issues. It wasn't a home game, an FA Cup and sponsors and things like that. So we can't really put them ones up. As long as the club put ones out, we can put them out. It was
a good advert for Gateshead on Saturday. It was nice to see us on the BBC for free for people to actually watch us.
Mm-hmm. And then a lot of people said, well, crap.
Yeah, nah. It's always the way, isn't it?
Well, look, we're still in the hat and we could get through. That's the thing that's there's a chance of getting through, should I say. It's not any it's not
a given.
Yeah, it's not given. Oseni getting the chances, though, he just needs confidence. Yeah, I mean, another day you could have 2 goals. No Tinks, Joe, Kenton, Story at the back, not helping, less playing out from the back, a lot more long balls. Yeah, there has been a few, but I think once you get Joe and Kenton back and Tinks there, that's, because Story wasn't a natural starter at the beginning of the season and we were playing our best football with those 3. That's not a dig at Louis Story, by the way. Just, we did start off very well with that back 3 at the beginning of the season.
Any news on Tinks, by the way? Any news on him? What happened to him?
Don't know. I haven't.
It's all very quiet, isn't it? He came straight off the pitch, and then that's it. That was the end of that.
Yeah.
What did Newton do to their fans? They were giving him pelters. I don't know. Haven't a clue.
I think it was he ran down the touchline and he was kind of like that.
Them, yeah.
Because all in the second half he was getting booed. He was like the pantomime villain, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Be even sweeter when he gets out tomorrow.
As long as we've got Regan Booty with his KTB like crosses. What's the KTB stand for? Anyone?
Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin. Oh yeah, that's where it is. See, you're down with the kids, Mickey. I'm not.
Wow, Mickey. I'm impressed, Mickey.
Look at that.
I'm quite shocked myself, to be fair.
Hey, that new phone. Look at that new phone. Look what it's done to you.
Mickey's TikTok account is OnlyPans Mickey.
I don't have TikTok.
You will do soon. You'll be doing the little dances, shaking his little touch.
I was raging in here today because I couldn't get me bloody WhatsApp back on my phone. Then I realised I was putting the wrong number in. Neither one that wouldn't come on. I've been raging and shouting and swearing and.
Maybe he's not done with the kids.
Yeah. Oh my God, what's this? We've got. Evening, lads. Got a proposal for you. If you finish in the top 3 of the Football Content Awards, you should sit and hold umbrellas the whole game at the Aldershot game. They'll not let you do that at the game. You can't take umbrellas in.
If they would let us, I'd sit on the shot bench with an umbrella all game.
Simpson, though I think the club will go down the route of a younger manager. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. If Kevin Phillips didn't sign for Fylde, would you guys take him after what he did at South Shields? Nope. No. Did you see what he did at Hartlepool and just stood there like a like a meerkat with his turkey hair?
Well, look what happened on Saturday. FA Cup got battered 4-1 of Rochdale at home.
Loved that. Loved it.
No, I don't think Phillips has done a great deal, to be fair. Shields, he took over a very good squad, which was very unlucky not to win.
He took over a squad that had the biggest budget. Should have done well. Nearly mucked it up as well the second time as well. No. Woodrington will be sacked by the end of the month. Who knows? Any news on Tinks? We haven't had that. We've just seen before.
No, just asking that and Geordie.
Some of us and his chances lately have been in the air. Not his strong suit, to be fair on him. Well, I know, but you've got to try and capitalize on the chances that you get. It's still learning for him. He's still going to go. Things look like it wasn't too bad. Come up holding his calf.
That makes sense, Nathan.
He did stretch, didn't he, as he went in to try and clear it off the line. I think it was, or a tackle in the box. So.
I wonder if anyone predicted that on Saturday, by the way, 1-1. I wonder if anyone
we'll get into the prediction.
Oh, you've got it. Oh, good man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, he's still clinging.
He's still top. He's still the moose face. He's still top.
I started on clinging on to my fingernails. Then I've wore down my fingertips and I'm down to the stumps. Now I'm just hanging on with the nubs. I don't know how I'm still there. It's ridiculous.
How are you still there?
Yeah. Just before we go any further, of course, if anyone's joined us, we've got great viewing figures tonight. Of course, hit that subscribe button. And also, if you're not able to go to the game tomorrow, we are providing full match commentary of Gateshead versus Hednesford in the FA Cup. Hit subscribe. The link will be there as well when we go live. Also, we have been drawn against, if we are fortunate to get through in the FA Cup, in a potential home game against either Gainsborough Trinity or Boston United. And we're still waiting for a manager. So there's the things there. But I just want to go a little bit local. You may have seen today I tweeted out to the Blythe Spartans chairman. It looks absolutely ominous up there. Bit of carbon copy what we've seen. Club volunteers and people that's worked there for many years walking away from the club. They can't take it anymore. There's obviously more going on behind the scenes that they don't know about. That's going to come out, I would imagine, for stalwarts to walk away from the club and fans are fearing. It's a horrible, horrible situation. Yes, they're the rivals, but I'd rather have them go through bad times from us beating them 4, 5 or 7-0 than them going out of existence. You know what I mean? We've been in their shoes and it is absolutely horrible. And to me, it feels because they're out on the arse end of nowhere, I don't think they're going to get the publicity that it'll need to help them.
I think they will. And one person alone plays at Newcastle.
Who's that?
Quite possibly. Dan Burn. You think?
I just, yeah.
It wouldn't shock me if Dan Burn got involved.
Well, hopefully. I mean, it's just, I mean, apparently, from what's going around allegedly on, obviously, we've got to put that because I heard that Mr. Ifran has been threatening legal action against local journalists for reporting the facts. That his personal company website, that is the company that was was the company that was taken over the football club. Their website now doesn't exist. Looks like he hasn't either paid the bill or he's closed the website down. So that is an error code when you go to that website. And also,
he could be saying that I'm updating the website.
Quite possibly, but he could have put a splash page if that was the case. But also as well, there is rumours that there's been no financial things put to company's house from Blythe Spartans Football Club as well, which is quite, if that is true, that's quite harrowing.
It's incredibly sad, really, isn't it? I mean, forget the rivalry. It's just a good football club who, a big community club who are well supported for the town, done well in FA Cups and things, and here they are. I mean, just as you said, on the verge of going down again and possibly not even existing. It's incredibly sad. It's a sad state of affairs.
They cut them off too, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, this shouldn't be allowed. How does this happen? This is what I want. There's all this stuff.
Literally, as you say, it shouldn't be allowed. How could all of us as fans that looked at it when we're seeing the businessman that took over and the statements he had put about his businesses, in this day and age, everyone on their mobile phone, on the laptop, computer, within 20 seconds can find out if he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Now, for a company that alleged to be in worldwide investments and schemes that, bettering the lives of people and things like that, to just be in a upstairs flat in the West End, that's not being snobbery. That's just saying you wouldn't expect a company that has this alleged reputation doing it from such
small premises.
From a premises that is in a downtrodden part of town, right? And then, you had to you could just look at the history of his own company on Company's House, where he hadn't posted any financial things because the company hadn't traded, allegedly. So how does the FA and then the National League, as it was at the time, because they were in the National League when they got took over, give the okay for this man to take over? It just shows you that nothing was learned from our situation.
No. And lads, I remember the same day when that was announced that the takeover was happening, you two said to me on our messages, you said, this doesn't smell right. This doesn't look good, this. And that was back then. That was the day it happened. You know what I mean? That's just used to, as you said, as local supporters. I mean,
that's it. You agree with him and drag us all in.
No, but we're just looking at the facts that what we can do at hand. And also, of course, it's allegedly, you never know, he could have millions and billions that he's about to pump into the club. He's just had trouble moving it from one bank account to the other because he forgot his code. You never know.
Might have put the wrong phone number in his WhatsApp.
Exactly. yeah.
Exactly.
He might have lost the password to his Bitcoin wallet. You just never know.
It hasn't smelt right from day one. There was a lot of questions which, quite frankly, from an opinion, when you look through it and you think, oh, I'm not really sure there, but I didn't have the facts, and let's face it, and the rivals, and that, I didn't want them to go and bust.
No,
I don't want them to.
As Mason said, according to the Twitter rumor mill, there could be chances of administration.
Which is absolutely shocking. If that's just off him, Irfan and Steve Howard. From what is it, July?
Well, no, they took over in February, but they actually got it signed over in July. So the club was debt free when it was handed over to go in administration in So, I mean, there was we don't want to go too much down the alleged route or speculation. We just want to deal with the facts that we know of. But, there was rumors of, Solano on big wages. If they had to sack him, did they have to pay that up in full? As that took a big chunk of their money? The fans haven't been happy. The match day revenue is down. When we went up to Blythe for that pre-season game, it didn't feel like Blythe Spartans to me. It didn't
look like them neither.
It just, when you went in there, it just felt.
To be honest, the whole team was kids, and kids who are not good enough.
Yeah.
Well, the atmosphere was flat. I think they knew even in pre-season. We were looking at their results and their performances, and it was just awful.
Well, look, there's only one reason they got us to go up there, and that's for the coin. He wanted a few more on the gate. He knew if he got us up, we'd gone up, and the Blythe fans had come out. But Blythe fans were thinking, "Oh Jesus, what we're playing this for? Want to hide and out?"
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
And basically, we showed them up. Even under 19 kids showed them up.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, as I say, it is a shame for any football club, but I mean, the sooner an independent regulator comes into the game, the better. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Yeah. The money is there. The Premier League could pay for it. For the whole of the football league, they could pay for it. It could be a 4-man team that would, because they wouldn't be continuously working on one club. There wouldn't be just, they could, spread it about, and then a Google search will show that. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just.
I mean, I'm going back to our situation. Our owner had to put money as a bond at the National League. Did he not have to do it at National League North level, or did he get round up with Steve Howard being with him?
I don't know. Good point. I don't know.
Or if there was a bond, did they get that paid back out to them when they got relegated and moved into the other league?
True.
Lots of questions that the Blythe fans will be asking. They're having a big get together.
They're having a meeting tonight, aren't they?
Is it tonight or tomorrow night?
Wednesday? I thought it was tonight.
The boycotted their trophy game last week, didn't they, against Stockton?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All the players still getting paid. That'll be the telling thing. But as I say, I just want to mention it because it is. It's horrible. Yes.
I'm happy to see them come to Soul and ask for advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm happy to see them get beat on a weekend in normal circumstances. I'm not happy to see this. It's horrible.
I don't wish that on. I don't wish it on any club's fans other than.
That's obviously we've got some of our players. So we've got Pani, but he's injured, isn't he? He got injured. Who else? We got Bond.
Harrison Bond up there.
Who else? Anybody?
Yeah. No, Will Constantine was supposed to go, but he went to concert instead, didn't he? Because he had an injury.
Well, as I say, let's hope everything works out quickly, and maybe hopefully the chairman up there just raises his hands and goes, "Look, I'm above me. I'm out me. I'm treading
about me death. There's the keys back.
Got it wrong. Walk away." Yeah. But yeah, we'll just have to see what happens on that front. We've got people putting, what about Jamie Chandler? That's obviously throwing names in for managers. So trying to go through ones that I haven't missed anything.
But didn't Chas walk away from spending more because of all the travelling?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
He doesn't want to come back to Gateshead then, doesn't he?
If needed, someone's got if needed tomorrow is extra time and penalties or straight to penalties. Interesting one. I'm not actually sure.
I don't know. I thought there were. What is needed tomorrow is ET. I'm trying to think which manager's ET. Elliot. That's who it is.
Robert, he's gone now. He's going home.
It's gone.
We've got Paul Dummett as player manager. Could we afford him? Got to be cheaper than Gaza and the keys to the club bar.
Honest with Dummett, I think you just can't do the Nobby Solano route again.
Yeah,
shut up, man.
The Regan booties we've had to order in the wool because we've got this one made. But I'm going to give that one to Regan tomorrow. But we need the wool for the hair, so getting that ordered.
Let's see the booty, please. Let's see the booty again.
Shake that booty. Shake that booty. Right, there we go. I hope
there was an advert on the other day. I'm trying to think it's Radox shower gel.
Aye.
And it looks like in the first guy in the shower, it looks like Regan Booty.
I don't know what Regan Booty in the shower looks like. Have you got this inside information?
No, because it was just his head. It didn't show his body.
I could go down another route. Well said.
What type of pervert do you take me for?
Yes, I was going to say, going through here, I've already read them ones out. Jack Johnson thinks is going to be back for Saturday, said Greg Ollie today on the YouTube interview.
All right.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
that's good.
I knew that bloke looked dodgy when it got announced. Certainly did. Just get Steve Bruce up to Blythe. He'd probably do a good job, actually.
He's at Blackpool.
I know he's doing. Started off great there. Can't see Dan Boone getting involved. His hometown, not saving his hometown club yet. What else we got here? We got Steve Farnfield. South Shields are in free fall, and they don't look anything like good enough for the National League North. Wonder if the lack of funding from Mr. Thomas is having an effect. Does seem to be that way, doesn't it? And my wife's friend's husband, I'll get there eventually.
Who's Auntie Nazi's uncle?
Yeah,
I love this stuff. Go on. So
whose friend Nazi's mistress?
Yes, my wife's friend's husband is a season ticket holder at South Shields, and was quite put out by the fact that he couldn't have his seat guaranteed with his for cup games after he paid for a season ticket. So disarray happening down there. It wasn't really worth it, was it? In the end, like after me, my sister's brother's fancy man's pet.
What's he call it? I mean, it was a good idea initially, but having a 3-year season ticket.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that's coming to an end, isn't it? Those people. Yeah. Blythe meeting's been put back to Wednesday. I thought it had. Funny enough, it's not in the club. The club social
clubhouse.
So we've got Imagine BDB coming in as an owner. Manager
Dan Burn.
There's a big Dan Burn. Is that where? See, Mickey's down with all these little pseudonyms. Really, honest to God, you don't realise how urban Mickey is. He's out there. He's breakdancing in Bencham. He's throwing up gang signs. He's spray painting. He's doing it all.
Can we test Mickey with some more? Send some more in.
No.
Hang on. I'm getting one. What does BBC mean?
British Broadcasting Corporation.
Not the one I was asking for. Right.
Right.
Right. Think Stockdale will be away if nothing's sorted out. Yeah, possibly. I can't.
So you're looking for big black willies, I suppose.
No, I wasn't going down that route.
My goodness.
You know where it is. That's awful, that Mickey. But you probably, I wasn't after it, but that was the answer. That was the thing. Anyway, I think it's AT then Pens. So yeah, so Elliot's going to come on at half time, and we'll find out. We'll find out who's got the longest fingers in non-league. We'll only get that question on the Heed Army podcast. Who's got the longest fingers in non-league? We've got it is penalties. All right, so there we go. David X is at Blythe as well. Yes, Mickey's been practicing this slang before the pod tonight. He has. Honestly, we see him getting into character, and he's. To be honest, you know how we had Nat and Elizabeth Ruth on? Mickey's like that. He's not actually from the northeast. Mickey is from Hertfordshire, and he's very spoken.
He couldn't be so far wrong from the truth. Mine, to be honest, my father was from Sunderland, my mother was from Lancaster, my nana was Scottish, my granddad was Hungarian, so that just makes me a gypsy.
Wow, what a combo.
Diabetes?
Probably next. Why not?
just throwing it in the mix.
May as well.
Yeah. Mickey, any news on the ladies' team?
No, they're not playing for a couple of weeks, so nothing at the moment. Hopefully, it gives a chance to get over the injuries. We're supposed to be playing Southmore, but with Southmore's pulled out, so they get a bye into the next round.
That's all right then. Yeah, get through. So that's them in the. Did you say that's the first round of the FA Cup, or no?
That's just a county cup. We got knocked out the FA Cup by Working.
All right. We've got a guess here for who's got the longest fingers in non-league. Definitely Mark White with the amount of time he puts it in the fourth officials' faces. here's a question for you guys. Here is a question, guy. Here is a question, guy. Who would you like to be announced as manager? Guys.
Anyone.
Well, not just anyone, but I've just someone that's going to play a similar brand to what we do. It's definitely someone that's got to buy into the club.
Just put us out of misery and get it over with. Let's get it out of avenues.
Well, whoever comes in, I've just seen that.
No, it's not. That's not. No.
Obviously,
whoever comes in, their playing style will probably have to be adapted anyway.
Yeah.
I'd like to keep it a bit more in house. I must admit, I'd like to see Mags come in. Who he brings with him is who he brings in is his assistant. I haven't got the foggiest.
Yeah.
But if not, there's who was the lad who was ex-Barrow, ex-Halifax, him as well.
Pete Wild.
Paul Simpson. I'm not really sure I want Paul Simpson, but we need someone and quick.
We have got an update though that the play Bishop Auckland this Sunday. The game's been brought forward 7 weeks.
Oh well, there you go. I didn't even know that. So,
someone saying Rooney the GOAT for manager. Yeah, let's give it a go. Sam Pence put even gents 1 wall in the hat for the next round. Hopefully get through tomorrow night. Good to see Newton on the score sheet. Yeah, it was a good finish for him. But yeah, would take Simon Grayson. Yeah, as we say. Yeah. I'd like.
Yeah, take Simon. Yeah. Pete Wild, that's the guy.
Yeah, Pete Wild. So yeah, definitely. Just while we're going round, of course, lots and lots of viewers tonight. I think everyone was expecting to hopefully have a manager, but of course, the FA Cup draw has been taking place earlier this evening. Gateshead or Hednesford, will play Gainsborough Trinity or Boston United at home if we get through. And of course, there is the Canny Cuppa and cake special on Wednesday as well.
I'll tell you what, imagine if Gainsborough got through.
Yeah, I know. Guaranteed to be a better meeting than the Blythe one up the road. and I'm guessing a lot more cake. So there you go on that one.
I mean, if Gainsborough get through, a good chance to put that horrible game to bed.
Yeah, look at that. He's gonna if we got Woodward and he'd be shouting, "Don't doubt me" at Mickey. And then Mickey would shout back, "Doubt you, I'm gonna drown you." So
as I threw a bucket of water over his shoes.
Andy Allum's showing his age. He's got Larry Grayson, good defensive mind. Shut that door. So yeah, hey, he'd be saying he could crush a grape next.
There's a drag back to my youth, the generation game with Larry Grayson.
Wow. I can't remember that.
I can't even remember Larry Grayson. I know the name, but and I know the catchphrase. But
I think Larry Grayson was probably one that it was him, John Inman, and Liberace were the 3 only gay men I think I'd ever seen in my life. And all of them on the telly.
Well, there you go. We don't know what to say, Mickey.
Now it's better he sees
like Tommy Boyles when Tom Jones went past, you know.
Well, gone are the days when the punchline would be out Mrs. Slocum's pussy and stuff like that. Then good comedy.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm free. Are you free, Captain Peacock?
It was great.
Right,
we're going to play another little advert. This one, obviously, for all social medias. Please do like and subscribe, and also vote for us in the Non-League Bible. Link in the description below. The Heat Army podcast needs your help. No, we don't need money. All we need is you to do one simple thing. It'll take less than a second. If you could hit that like button, the subscribe button, and share whatever post that we put up regarding Gateshead Football Club, it'll go a long way in helping the show build and ultimately helping us push the club to the moon. Well, lads, there's a comet in the sky.
Yes.
There is.
That's about it.
That's about it. So if you want breaking news, that's where you've got to go. Look outside a comet for the first time in 88,000 years, isn't it, or something like that?
80,000 years, apparently. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
First time seeing, and we've got, wow, one sec, we have got to bring
When
this on.
Farnfield was a child.
In all, as when his underpants were only 10 years old.
What's the breaking news?
It's weird. John Inman was gay. So there we go. And what's second?
Is this part of the show we're not going to enjoy? Or are you going to show some league table of some description?
No. We've got here. Second, why wasn't Beck playing as he cup tied? He might possibly be his parent club, being Solihull, as he's on loan at the moment before hopefully a permanent transfer. So that could be the case on that one. I'd imagine maybe the same with Dan Jones as well.
Yeah, they obviously weren't allowed to play because, you know, just, for whatever reason, if Solihull decided in case we need him for next round or something. So yeah, because he wasn't even on the bench, he wasn't in the squad.
I forgot about Dan Jones.
We've got Mickey. Any update on the offer to Simon Grayson? As I said, I'll add an additional jumbo Toblerone.
No, I haven't spoken to.
I don't think you actually told people this, have you?
No,
you haven't told us on the podcast. Mickey, the floor is yours. We'll give you the full screen.
No. David. I just sent Simon. I sent Simon Grayson through Joe. Just a daft letter saying asking him if he wanted to be manager. I'd said we'd offer him 20 quid a week, which worked out at a staggering £1,040 a year before tax. Some curly whirlies, as long as he didn't eat more than 3 a day. It wasn't negotiable. The money's the same, but if we gone with Aero, a whole nut, or a bag of Haribo Star Mix instead of the curly whirlies.
What would you go for, lads, out of them for?
I would, you know what it is? I'd play hardball and ask for a tube of jelly tots.
Oh, jelly tots are good.
Ooh,
jelly beans, a pack of jelly beans. Oh god.
Oh no, I got some of them jelly beans. I got snot flavour. I threw up in the living room.
I'd lick a tramp's foot for a bag of jelly tots, man. I tell you, gorgeous.
I used to like the jelly tots. I must admit, like.
I thought you were going to say I used to like licking tramp's feet.
That's possible as well.
Summer's day, you get that cheese, gorgonzola.
And Mickey's only pans.
Yeah, that's what you get. Hot feet action with Mickey and his pans. There's a simmering hot foot action. Right, we've got Mike's been to AFC Wimbledon twice in the past month and lost 7-0 on aggregate. How does that saying go, Mickey?
What, but the grass?
Yeah.
The green grass of home and all that.
The grass isn't always greener. God bless him. Looks like he jumped out the frying pan into the fire, doesn't it, at Carlisle?
And Robbie Elliott's already getting stick at Crawley.
Hey, he's getting a lot of stick. Did you see on Saturday? He got a lot of stick. And they were pointing fingers directly at him as well. They were saying this is all Rob's fault, blah, blah. You know, they weren't holding back. Whoa.
Aye, it's a bit brutal in the Football League, isn't it? These fans are go for the jugular. So, and they're not even.
I think it's a bit harsh on the two of them. I mean, they've just walked into Carlisle. Mike took our Simpson squad.
Yeah.
What could they possibly achieve in 2 games? Like both of them. Like
yeah, exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
You hope for a new manager bounce, but they've still got to assess the squad that they've inherited and try and work with it and get the best out of it. And it's been watching it has been a bit like it's like kissing Esther Ransom, isn't it? You'd be going, oh, when you're reading it. So it's
God, we're definitely going to do the 70 shows. I need we can't start getting up.
Oh, that's life.
Oh God, I used to enjoy that, even though I didn't understand half of it when I was 11. But that's life. It was great. We're gonna go to Shropshire where a man's growing a banana in the shape of a penis. So yeah, For the kid,
I like what's he called the Dick Emery show.
Yeah, I kind of think Dick Emery. So I'm trying to think of other. Jordan,
Oh, you are awful, but I like you.
and Nicky says he never seen one.
We're losing viewers. We're losing viewers at this moment.
We're again. This is the Gateshead Pride Month. We're doing great. Honestly,
I'll tell you what it is. All the youngins that listen, they want to start watching, like the Dave Allen, Dick Emery.
I tell you what,
some others do have them.
As a side, Fred, before we do the predictions, right? We'll be getting them in very shortly for the game tomorrow. TV shows that you used to like when you were younger that you think would be good today if they were on. I'll go with Quantum Leap. Good show that.
Yeah, I like Quantum Leap. I must admit. I do like Quantum Leap.
Oh, the original A-Team. That was brilliant.
Funny enough, me and Trina are watching that yesterday.
But Quantum Leap was good. Like.
Trina used to like the A-Team. I was more the Bionic Man. Starsky and Hutch were my era.
Barry
I quite like
Bullseye.
Cheers. Remember
Bullseye.
Cheers? I used to like Cheers.
I like Cheers.
Cheers was good. Quantum Leap was amazing, says Adam.
It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
Monkey? Oh,
wow.
The worst jobbing in the world.
Wow.
Yeah, there's one for you.
What's he calling? The banana splits.
Banana splits Saturday morning.
I've got the full
One
DVD.
banana, two banana, three banana, four.
Prisoner, that's gone back before my time.
Oh, it's great, The Prisoner. I'm not a number. The Wooden Tops, says Steve.
Wow. God, the organ but Stevie.
Wow,
Sapphire and Steel.
Sapphire and Steel. Right.
Mork and Mindy.
Hey, not? Mork and Mindy.
I like that.
Robin Williams. I used to love that. Oh, Vita's in, but obviously Andy.
Can you remember Dempsey and Makepeace?
Yeah.
I used to like that.
Yeah. I used to like Tiz was as well.
The Riverbank.
Wow. We're just naming everything now.
I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go off on another tangent here. Programs you hated. Howard's Way. There was one called Cat's Eyes. Howard's Way was awful. You knew on a Sunday it was time to go into bed. When Howard's Way come on, you're like, Jesus Christ.
No, Saturday I had to until I used to stay at my nana's on a Saturday, and before Match of the Day come on, I had to endure Dallas or Falcon Crest.
Oh, I used to love Dallas, man. It was mint with the big shoulder blades. Hey, last of the summer wine, I couldn't stand that.
Shoulder pads, you mean? No, big shoulder blades. Just some last walking in at the well stop.
That's the one, Davey.
Yeah.
Last of the summer wine. I couldn't stand Last of the Summer Wine.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to quite. Dad's Army. I absolutely love Dad's Army.
Oh, that's good.
Captain
Pugwash. Starving it.
Captain Pugwash.
Lightly Lads.
I love the Lightly Lads. It's still classic. Tales of the Unexpected.
That used to scare
me. I was just going to say that.
One or two of those, Scully, was used to scare the hell out of me. God.
I didn't like the music. Didn't like the music of that. And it was a woman dancing.
Happy Days.
What else we got? Yeah. Let's have a little look.
Happy Days. Ken Webster.
Darcy, my dad watches Tales of the Unexpected on a Sunday morning. Oh, wow. Darcy, for you.
God.
Yeah.
What about someone gets buried alive? Oh, it's horrendous.
Yeah. Kung Fu. God, there's one, isn't it?
John.
Kung Fu. Wow.
Keeping up appearances. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that woman really annoys me. Oh, Mrs. Bouquet really drives me up the wall. Can you remember the royal family that?
Aye.
Can you remember a cartoon?
Is it Caroline O'Hearn?
Can you remember a cartoon called The City of Gold?
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. It was brilliant. It was amazing.
No, Billy.
The theme tune was good as well. Super Gran.
God, yeah, I remember Super Gran.
Yeah.
My English teacher had a son in that.
Jossie's Giants.
Yeah, I remember Jossie's Giants.
We don't win Best Non-League Podcast for crack like this. You don't hear the longest fingers in non-league and then programs you hated and loved as a kid.
Tony, I'm on the podcast.
We've got
Bike glove.
Oh yeah, we've got Charlie's
Right.
Angels.
Can I ring you back?
Some others do.
Right.
Yeah. So there we go.
Love you.
Went-
Bye.
Father Ted.
Quality.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
Father
Well,
Ted. The one in the laundry department class.
I once
Right.
watched an episode of Father Ted with the vicar. It was very funny. Actually sitting beside us.
There we go. Right, let's get into the predictions. People are starting to see in. Obviously, for tomorrow's game, I'll go first this time because I think I went last time between the three. I'm going to go 3-0. 3-0 win.
Oh, I was going to go for that, but I'll go 4-0 then.
Oof.
Aye, big win.
2-0.
Ricky.
2-0.
Was that 2-0?
2-0.
Yeah.
Actually, here's one here. I don't believe for a second Thomas Boyle watched this, but Bread, remember that?
I remember Bread. Yeah. Scousers, wasn't it?
Leno Lil, she is a tart.
She's nothing but a tart. I want to be a model.
Leno Lil.
2-0 says Steve Thornfield, the Waldens. Darren says 3-0, Liv 3-1, Poppy 5-1, Tampa 2-1, Joshua 1-1 until Pens. Joshua, you St. Geordie's going 2-0 win tomorrow. Mr. Luke 3-0. God, Barry, you horrible person. 2-2 on Pens. 2-1 says Ken Webster. We've got Sean Parry says 3-1. Trina 2-1. And sorry, what did I say? What did Fonzie feed his horses? Hey! I like that. I've got a soft spot for Henry Winkler. We've got 2-0 to Heed. We've got 2-0 says Andy O. Patrick Story's going 2-0. We've got Dukes of Hazard. Daisy Duke.
Oh, my. Now you're talking, Stevie. Oh, my word. Oh,
goodness.
Daisy Duke. Wow.
Wrong button.
Whoa.
Hang on.
Spoken like a true man.
Right. So I need to use them more. We've got 3-0. This is John Ollie. We've got Thomas Boyle saying 1-0. Sorry, 2-1 says Craig. Home advantage tomorrow. 3-0 says Andy Ollum, and Johnny Gray's going 2-0. 2-2 tomorrow. I think we're in for a long night. I don't think we are. Not when we've had all this great chat about TV shows.
Charlie's Angels as well.
Nah, didn't really. It's a little bit before my time. Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
I
just like to Farrah Fawcett.
Oh yeah, I can appreciate a Farrah Fawcett in in her peak. She had lovely hair. Neil Warnock from manager. Has
he got something to do with Torquay now?
Does I?
We've got 5-0 says Steve Thornton.
Yes, that's more like it, Stevie Boy.
He's thinking of them Daisy Dukes, isn't he? That's what he's doing. So
Mickey is.
Oh,
he's got some steamed up.
Mickey's wearing them. People don't realise that Mickey is wearing high cut off denim jeans.
Don't show them, Mickey, for goodness sake.
Don't Mickey, because I know that you've cut these ones off a little bit too high and things are dangling, right? We don't want to see it.
Yeah.
Denim shorts.
Yeah,
the beauty.
Will there be another podcast before Saturday? Christ.
Every other night. Every other night, Barry. Wednesday night.
We'll do this Thursday in the hope that the manager is announced. If not, we're just going to have to wait after that till the next Thursday. Right? Because, as I say, I'm not saying we had to fill, but the TV shows was a good section.
What's it, Carly? If the manager comes in tomorrow, which is unlikely, probably, then we could do one on Thursday.
Yeah. If they come in tomorrow, we'll do one on
If we get a manager before Thursday, we'll do it.
Yeah. But as a caveat, if it's announced at 10 to 8 on a Thursday, we're not doing the show. It's got to be announced at least enough time beforehand. Did Starsky and Hutch keep their chocolate in the fridge?
That's one hell of a question to ask, that.
The Professionals.
I still watch that. And Minder.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember the TV series Mission Impossible?
Yes.
Yeah, that was cool.
I'll just watch
That's was it Robert McCallum?
Yeah, that's right. That was good.
Man from Uncle. I love the Man from Uncle.
Yeah. Well, he was the pathologist in NCIS.
Yeah. Did you know he actually wrote one of the best hip hop tunes as well?
Really?
Did he?
Yeah. David McCallum is sampled by Dr.
David
Dre.
McCallum.
David McCallum, sorry. It's one of his songs that he did, like a piano thing's been sampled by Dr. Dre, and it's like one of the like songs. Yeah, he released it in the 60s, but it was just like an audio thing, like
That's how can we not remember what we did yesterday, but we can remember things from 40 years ago.
That's what happens with dementia.
It is, yeah. Thomas Boyle has put 2-1. Last seen, Barry. There we go. About predictions for Saturdays. We'll Thursday. Don't worry. We'll put a thread up on Twitter if there isn't a show on Thursday.
Aye.
But a big thank you to everyone that's joined us. We've had really good views.
Thank you.
I think everyone was hoping the manager was going to be announced, but not. You've been.
Well, we were.
Yeah, we were. Through a little bit of the housekeeping the game one more time. Of course, we've got the voting is closed for the Football Content Awards, but we are still voting on this one. If you click on the link below, you will be able to vote for us. And as I say, like Darcy's done 13 times, hopefully she's done it by 20 by the end of the show. You can refresh and vote again. So please do that. It's been lovely to be made it in the final of 2 awards like that. It's because some esteemed company, some great podcasts there, and to have our name in with them is fantastic. And also as well, if you're up for a cuppa and a nice bit of cake on Wednesday, 10 o'clock to 11:30 a.m. It fits right in the time when War Lasses at our knitting club as well. There we go. Ben, come along for and have a natter. So yeah, that'd be good.
Well, lads, what's your favourite cake?
Oh, sorry, 1 second. The prediction league, I haven't put it up.
Oh, man, nearly got away with it. We nearly got away with it.
I'm still clinging on at the top, but I've got no jokers left. So someone could really... No one played a joker this week either, so they can get past this.
I've got 3 jokers left. You've got 3 left, Steely.
I've got 2. I played one last weekend.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, so I've got 2. I'm holding back till later in the season.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, 1 sec. We've got a request here. It's quite important. 1 second, I'll just get rid of this picture. We haven't had this discussion in quite a while. It was quite a polarizing discussion last time we had it on the show. Can we talk puffins on Thursday?
No. I got some stick for that after this after that time when I did it, so no.
Yes. And it'll be Stuart.
Stop talking puffins, talk football. Okay.
There's not much left, is there? The birds wise.
No, they've gone, all gone. Yeah, so, puffins went in August.
What birds are left?
There's nothing. It's just
nothing.
Lots of seals coming in. They give birth at this time of year.
Any seagulls?
No, all gone. Everything's gone. Just don't like us. I think I smell a bit too much. So
I've got this burning question. I've got to ask it. Not even a decent. Not even a couple of shags on there.
I knew that was going. No, there's not even any shags. Actually, there's a few shags. To be fair, no, it's quiet this time of year. It becomes a seal colony. I'm trying to be serious. It becomes a big seal colony.
I hope you're not about that young lad Adam again.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Have some cake for me. All this talk, food talk is good. All this.
Oh, live, God.
I
know. I'm sorry. Right. On that note, everybody, we're all off to.
Hold on. There's one thing I've got to ask. How many of the loan players do you think the new manager will bring back to have a look at?
Well, good question. They do bring them back. I mean, it depends if a new manager knows what's out there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, how many loans do I have left to use as well? Because there's been a fair few come in. You only get a certain number of loans for a season.
We've got them. We've got Blythe, South Shields. What else?
I misunderstood the question. I thought you meant the players we've already got on loan. Sorry, at us.
Darlow.
Who's at Darlow?
Well,
McGowan.
Oh, is that where he is? McGowan's gone there, is he? Aye.
Yeah.
McGowan, Bramwell, and Rutledge are at Shields. I'm not sure if Gavin Fell and Ben Williams are still at Worthington.
Well, to be honest,
and I think Williams went to
I might be
Wales,
wrong,
didn't
but
he?
I might be wrong, but I think these players still train with us on a normal training day.
Oh, they will do. Because full time.
Maybe so.
So, yep.
So,
Well, anyway, right. On that note, everybody, thank you very much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
We've talked a bit of nonsense, had a laugh, and we hope you've enjoyed it. Hopefully, we have a good turnout tomorrow. We'll have a good performance, and hopefully, more importantly, a win. And then, who knows, possibly a manager. That would be really nice. So, we're all off to watch Tales of the Unexpected, and so on that note, just enjoy yourselves and see.
It's the football club. Hurry up and get the bloody manager in, man.
Bye.
We would like to take this moment to thank our podcast partners at Patrick Sportswear for the continued support of the show.